friends, Jennifer Eddings here, the heart behind the Call It Collective. And today I am back for a special 2-part season finale for season 1. And I could not be more excited. I have been blown away by the amount of experience, love, empathy, and wisdom that's been shared between all of us. And on the most impactful note, I knew already what the audience was going to want. By the time this airs, you guys are already going to be very clearly telling me you want more of the same women that have already graced my stage. So that is exactly what I've done. I have brought back 3 of the most powerful and beautiful women that I could possibly know. Women that said yes before they even knew what this was going to be. And so I'm going to turn it over to them. This is my group today. We're doing a round table-ish episode. Go ahead and introduce yourself. I want to introduce you for you because I messed it up the last time, so go ahead.
My name is Crystal Sneed. I'm an LPN. What else am I
No, that's perfect.
Okay.
I was kind of hoping for your intro from the last one.
Oh, no, because, this is what I do, piss people off.
Okay. You guys will know about that tomorrow. Crystal's episode actually airs tomorrow. But we'll go ahead and move down the line. So just go ahead and tell me your name and what you do.
Hi, my name is Rose Reese, and I'm a nurse leader.
And I'm Marissa Castillo, and I'm in hospital administration.
I love that. Thank you guys all so very much for coming back. And something that they don't know is a couple weeks ago, as I was thinking about the finale, and I was like, this actually might be a great idea. I messaged you each individually to get your opinions, because if you were going to tell me it was stupid, I wanted it to be private. And each of you were like, no, perfect idea. And I kind of already thought about that. And I just am so excited to be sitting amongst women that actually share the same mindset and understand the mission as to what we're doing right now. So my very first question to get this started, and we're going to start a little slow. It's going to get deeper as we go. I want to know, really for myself, why did you say yes to me? And actually, some of you didn't say yes to me. You called me first and said, please add me to whatever it is you're doing. I don't know what you're doing or what you're up to, but I'm pretty sure I want to be a part of it. So we'll start here. And Crystal, tell me when I did call you and ask, because you, outside of this, we are best friends. And so you support everything and try not to tell me what to do or whatever. But when I called you and asked to be part of this, why did you say yes? When you had no idea.
I was going to say that I was held against my will.
You were not. You were not.
No, when you first started, I thought it was a great idea to get the word out there for nurses to be able to have a voice and talk about things that a lot of people don't like to talk about out loud or not amongst themselves, just in this quiet circle. But that's pretty much why I did it.
And
to get the stories out there, stories that people need to hear.
I think, well, first of all, you are hospital administration. If you feel comfortable redoing it, that's perfectly fine. We will redo it. If you say support services, I'm going to be irritated. But I love you, but I think that you're downplaying what you do. Yeah. And honestly, I think that's exactly part of why we're doing this. I think we can go into healthcare individually and say there is such a... If you're not a nurse in a hospital, sometimes you have feelings about maybe not being as important, whether it's self-imposed or whether it's because of your own experience with other people. I heard you earlier introducing, I think maybe Crystal had asked what you guys do. And your first comment to her was, I'm not clinical. And my heart sank a little bit in that bathroom because sure. Are you clinical? No, that's fine. But you are incredibly important. You are relational. You are the one that gets a lot of things done that those clinical people would not be able to pull their heads out of their asses to do. And I'm just being very honest.
Okay.
So
I'll keep it.
Should you want to redo it, by all means.
We're good.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. All right, we're good.
We naturally downplay that too.
We do.
And I'm so bad about down talking ourselves. Like, well, not this exactly. No, you are that. Like
that is true, and we can even speak to that too. There was I'll come back to that just to finish just so my ADHD brain can move along. We will go with our next beautiful guest in the middle wearing a black blazer. I love your fashion sense. If you could introduce yourself again for the people watching.
My name is Rose, and I am a nurse leader. I've been a nurse for 20 years, and I wanted to be a part of bringing, what I always say is bringing some light to the darkness. I think that, to Crystal's point, we do often mitigate the work that we do as women, and we need to do a better job of illuminating that darkness together.
I love that. And I love that you remembered the actual question instead of the question that I asked you to answer, which was to introduce yourself, which I'd already done that. But I definitely got thrown off, and my autism ADHD is definitely on the rise today.
Teamwork.
So I appreciate that. So the question was, why did you say yes? And you also, you and Marissa in the space that we work in, we have connected individually, but whatever, very similar stories about what we know needs to shift with where we're at. And it's not just where we work, it's everywhere within healthcare, to be honest with you. So that was your answer to why did you say yes? And I appreciate that so very much.
I don't think it's limited to healthcare.
I agree with you.
It is everywhere. Women have a tendency to make themselves small, and it's something that shouldn't be allowed anymore.
I agree with you.
Too much.
Too much. How many times have you been told that?
That's my truth bomb for
too
later.
Loud.
The too much thing. Oh yes, it's like, don't steal that. But we probably could all say the same things for the truth bomb. So we will go down one more state. And actually, when I come back to both of those things, but Marissa, tell us why did you message me and say, "Girl, I don't know what your crazy ass is doing, but count me in."
Well, every conversation I've ever had with you from the first time we ever met has been completely inspiring. I have never left a single conversation with you where I wasn't uplifted and like feeling like, yes, like she gets it. Like, yes, we're the same. Like we get it. We're there. We're the exact same thought process of we're not too much. We've never been too much. And if they think that we're too much, then they can go find less.
They can go find less. That's exactly right. And so just for a little bit of backstory, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I am positive, Rose and Marissa, you have met before and worked together. I'm sure you've worked together, but have you met before? Yes. In person? Yes. Okay. I figured you had. I just wanted to make sure. But you guys have not ever.
Just once or twice.
Maybe once.
Are you being sarcastic?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. Okay,
100%.
smart asses. Okay, great. But you have not had the privilege yet of meeting Crystal. But to let all of you guys know that we are all sitting alongside like minds and thoughts and beliefs. And so the three of you sitting here today is very, I want to say the word serendipitous unless my vocabulary is failing me, but it just feels like it was supposed to be just this way. And our outfits don't tell me anything otherwise. And we were pink and black all day and I love it. I want to go back thank you for saying yes. I had no idea if anyone was going to say yes or want to be a part of it. And I was fully prepared to sit here by myself every week and just talk and pray that someone wanted to listen, because I do strongly believe that healing begins when we start to share things for ourselves and for others to hear the things. And I want to go back to something you said a second ago, but also when you mentioned that it's not just healthcare. The truth is that the Call Light Collective, the whole name is based off of bedside nursing. The last thing you do when you leave a patient's room, here's your call light. If you need anything, please let me know. So hit the call light, I'll show up. And that's really what this community is supposed to be about. And that is what we're doing, is building a community of women that know where the safe space is to land. But as I've done these episodes and spoken, and more so based on the reaction and feedback from the 2 episodes that have dropped, the majority of the people that have reached out have not been healthcare workers. And it was such a beautiful reminder that it's humanity that really needs a call light. It's not just nurses. It's not just healthcare workers. It's not just women. It is not just caretakers. It is all of us, because this world is hard and it beats us up on the daily. And if you lose sight of that, it is very easily and quickly, it can easily and quickly spiral into something very deep and dark. And I think all of us have been in that deep, dark space that I just mentioned, which I think is what fuels us to want to make sure we pull out the light. So just to that, and you certainly, anyone that wants to add into that, you certainly can, or I'll just talk a lot. So. No? Okay.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, moving to what
No,
Chris...
because it was like, yeah, for everyone.
It is everyone. But then I want to go back a little bit to what you said about that we do minimize our roles. We minimize the impact we have. We dismiss the importance of what we're doing. But if you hype me up, but if you were here or doing whatever, you would say all the things that weren't important about what you were doing. So why is that? What do you guys think? Why do we do that?
So hard for us to, I don't know. It's, I think it goes back to that whole shrinking. It's the expectation. It's society. Because if you talk about what you do, I do this, or I've done that, you're boasting.
Sounds like
You've got an ego. Oh, she's got an ego. Oh, she thinks, she's all that. So we shrink and we minimize. And I think the difference needs to be that, she's proud of what she does, and it's not boasting, and it's not, I'm conceited. It's, hey, I worked really hard to get where I'm at, and I'm really proud of this.
Yes.
And why can't we celebrate each other like that? We're really good at praising other people, and we've come a long way. I mean, we have to think about that. We have come a long way for us to build other women up.
For women to build other each other.
We have really come a long way, but it shouldn't come at a cost of minimizing ourselves and stuffing. I mean, I think it comes back to that whole, fix her crown. When nobody's looking, you fix her crown. What about our own?
For sure.
Is it okay? Is it okay to fix our own crown? I think it is.
I think it's okay to fix our own crown, but I also think it's okay to wear our crown. And I don't know why, because you're right. I will hype any other woman or person up all day long. I will tell them how proud of them I am. I have only in the past maybe 2 months been able to utter the words that I am proud of myself. And that is in 43 years.
Yeah, that's awful for every woman out there, because number one, you should always love yourself first, and then everybody else comes after. So I do call a lot of the women in my life queens, but I always remember that above them all, there's me. Because before them, there was me. And after them, there'll be me. So you should always boost your crown first before you adjust somebody else's. Just like you should always put on your own oxygen.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Before putting on somebody else's. So.
Yep.
That's
because it really, if you're not, I watched something on Oprah not a million years ago. So my age, I fall right into the Latchkey Kids Oprah era. So I watched Oprah every day. And one of the things they talked about.
Oprah, I did Jerry Springer. It's okay. We just came from different households. It's fine. It's fine. But go ahead. It's fine.
But very much heard of something that I'd always heard but never resonated with. What is in the cup is mine. And what spills out of the cup is for everyone else. And how do you have space to spill out if you're not full? And what we do as women is we give things that we don't have to give. And then we end up being resentful. That we
So you're saying
away.
Stop doing this.
Yeah.
And allow it to be so full that the liquid runs over.
You're spilling over. What spills out of my cup is for other. What is in my cup is for me. And I did not come up with that. But it really was something that was very eye-opening when I really got that concept.
Wow.
That if I'm not my best self, how am I leading others? How am I truly spilling into others if I'm not even showing up for myself? People don't do what you say. People do what you do.
That's unfortunate for them.
And so in order for me to be an authentic leader, I have to lead myself and care for myself and love myself and be an example of that for others so that they know what it looks like to straighten their own crown.
Wow.
Okay.
Here's a simple assignment. Just look in the mirror every morning and tell yourself you love yourself.
That's
Just
right.
be like, my name is Crystal Sneed and I love myself. And only good things happen to me. Promote it all the time.
So I agree with that. You've told me to do that. That is uncomfortable.
It is. When
if you are not there.
I just started just glancing away. Like I would just dart my eyes. And now, of course, I confidently say it in the mirror at least 10 times. My name is Crystal Sneed. Only good things happen to me. I love you. I love you. I love you because,
I've gone through to my name is Jennifer Eddings, and then I just exit the bathroom. But I'm going to get there.
In itself expresses exactly the problem is that's how you know
it's myself
that you aren't there. And when you get there, then it just comes naturally. And you're like, oh yeah, this is where I should have been all this time. It took me 40 years to really, do it. So it's not like it was an overnight sensation. I just automatically started loving myself. It was telling myself that I deserve to be loved by myself first. And then others naturally just gravitate towards that.
What I love though is I heard it was a choice. You chose.
Oh yeah. Well, there's a choice. Every day you can make the choice to be upset. Every day you can make the choice to be happy, miserable. I mean, life is hard. Yes, we all know life is hard. It's not going to get any easier. It's just going to get worse, blah, blah, blah. So make the choice every day to make it a positive experience for yourself.
Right, because you get to choose.
Choice.
It's a choice.
It is. I will say it is a lot easier said than done sometimes. I recently heard this, I saw this thing, I forget if I heard or saw, and it said, all those assholes that say choose happiness, as if I walk up to a menu and happiness is on there. And I'm like, nah, none of that for me. I'll take some morbid obesity, some depression, give me a little anxiety, wrap that up. I'll take that as I go. Because it can be more difficult.
You gotta force yourself to be happy sometimes.
You do. And I think the choice is true.
Believing you're happy sometimes, just to make it better.
And the more you say it, the more you do believe it. And then you can work off of that.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. But then I think there also is, as women, we prove we can do hard stuff every day.
Every day. Single day.
So how come you confidently know that you do hard stuff?
But how do I confidently know I do hard stuff?
Yeah, you do hard things every day.
Yes.
So that you're capable.
Correct.
So then how can you also know that you're capable of doing hard things and you can't tell yourself you believe in yourself?
Well, I don't like you calling me out like that. So
what really worked for me, like what really was that moment for me that was a huge life-changing was when I had to decide whether or not I thought the Lord was lying. Like I'm either unworthy because I say I'm unworthy, right? Or I believe that I'm made in the image of God because that is what is said in the Bible.
True.
And it can't be I'm unworthy and I am made in the image of Him.
So you can't. Okay, that's fair.
So there's this contradiction.
So if your belief is in that, then you have to tell yourself that if that's truly what you believe,
right,
then you have to believe that you are in fact worthy.
And so that was really the hump that was what got me over the hump of being stuck in the space of unworthiness. Was I willing to say that was a lie? And
fair.
No.
But what do you, I challenge, and I don't mean to interrupt you, I'm so sorry. I told you already my ADHD is crazy today. Here's my challenge for you. Because we are in a space where we welcome all, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And we want to help everyone. So while you and I, for sure, and I'm pretty sure, I dare not assume anything about anyone. How do we help the ones that maybe don't have a strong faith for their own personal reason? How do we get them to understand that? Or how, you know what I mean? Like, how do we, and it may be difficult
past that
for sure.
I mean, as much as I want to say I'm spiritual, I don't say I'm religious.
I would agree with that with you.
And so I think that even when you don't believe a certain religion, most people believe in something.
There's something. Some higher power.
Yeah, like even when you don't call it
I believe in myself and myself only, and that I make my life how I want it to be made, and only me. And it's you doing your own choices, making your own life. It's you.
Right.
So
And that is powerful.
Mhm.
And that is, it is not
only you. So make your life the best because you only got one.
For sure.
For sure. For you. And I get that. And and we both knew, I already knew where you stood on this when we came into this. And that's perfectly fine. No, it's not. But this is
still a belief.
It is still a belief. Amen.
It's still a belief.
It's in you.
Is my point.
It is in you. So
Sure.
that's I love that you just said that. She's absolutely right. It is still a belief. Your belief is in you. So if you trust you as much as you do and you love yourself, then how could you also say that you're not worthy of good things? Because you are such a powerful person, right? It's the same thing. I wasn't sure how that was going to go. I picked her a couple times under her skirt.
But that's the thing.
But I love that you said that. And that's okay.
And that's okay. And here's the thing, like, we can totally still share the couch.
Yeah.
And you can
absolutely.
still be just as powerful. And I can still respect you just as much.
Exactly.
And us be completely different in that.
I love it.
And me be just as willing to straighten your crown as you are to straighten mine.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Because at the end of the day, that's really what it's about.
You guys would give each other, all three of you would give each other your own crowns just to make sure the other person didn't go without, even though you would be left without. And I need that to be known because the people the women, and I keep diverting from that because my son is on one of the episodes. So I don't want to keep saying the women. But the people, the humans that are in the first season, I knew without a doubt would absolutely give each other their own crowns over and over again, regardless of where that left them. And I love that. And I love that we can all acknowledge, and I could feel you like figuring this out as we were talking.
Yeah, because again, we don't know each other.
We do not, correct. And just as strong as your faith and my faith is hers. And
absolutely.
And
and there's a place for that, and to be very respectful of that.
Absolutely. And I love that because I don't know that you've always been met. When you have voiced your opinion, I'm not sure you've always been met with the other side of the sandbox saying that they respected your decision as well. Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong.
I think people like to kind of
judge you.
Not judge in a sense, just they always bring up like religions and their beliefs, and they always kind of just talk about it. And you're like, why don't we just keep this between us? You know, it's like, why do we always have to involve this higher being? Like, why? What strength is, like, it's kind of beautiful now to say, so it's like, you are your higher being. It's the ability of, and I don't judge people, and I expect people to live their lives how they want to live it and do whatever. But at the same token, vice versa. Let me live mine. Let me have my thoughts and opinions.
Correct.
And I won't try and change yours. Don't try and change mine.
I will say I've seen you go into very respectful conversations about it, though. Really, where I felt like you opened yourself up to trying to understand.
Oh yeah,
as long as they were trying to understand your point of view too.
Anybody who
I've seen you shut those conversations
down. Any opinions? Anybody who has any opinions about anything. First off, if you're going to have an opinion about something, you have to know about it. So you have to know both sides of the coin, both sides of the argument before you even get into discussions about it.
And I think we all have our reasons, and I intimately know your reason, and I respect it more than anything. I will go ahead and I'll move us away from this topic just a little bit. Just a little bit.
So the next question about nursing.
The next question. So I said earlier in the intro, I guess, whatever, as of this moment, only in this room, one person has had their episode drop. Both of you, the other two. So Rose, yours is the one that's actually dropped. Crystal, yours drops tomorrow. Marissa will be the week following. But I'm going to start with Marissa. I would like to know, even though yours hasn't dropped yet, so you haven't had the opportunity to hear the feedback to get that side of it. What, if anything, and it's okay to say nothing, what, if anything, shifted in you after even being able to speak openly about your things, knowing that it was going to be aired publicly? How did that feel? What did you feel after that?
I felt actually empowered. I leaned a little bit more into who I am. I leaned more into that truth. you don't give up. You never give up. You just keep pushing through, and you're going to find your reasons. I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know where I'm going to end up. I don't know what that future is. It's not mine to know. But what I do know is that I'm making a difference, and my resilience, it's powerful, and it's something to be really proud of. And
Agreed.
I'm leaning into that. I'm a powerful person because I choose not to give in. I choose not to give up. I choose not to give in to the negativity, to the bad thoughts, the unworthiness.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine.
I really should take medication. And I don't even have an official diagnosis, but something ain't right. You know what I mean? Like something ain't
Same.
right. So it's true. Earlier, you and I were talking as you were helping me filter out fake nails on the floor. And that's just that whole thing. I could go on for an hour about that. But you had mentioned, we were talking about when we did meet, and you were talking about in that time in your life, you were searching for acceptance. And that means many different things. Most people might assume or conclude that meant like a romantic acceptance, like from a man. But even in that moment, like professionally wise, in all aspects of your life, you were just looking for someone to say, you're so good. Enough. And that enough word bothers me.
I know, it's bad.
Because it goes back to bare minimum. You just wanted to feel good enough as you were to be where you were, whether that's in your profession, as a mother, as a significant other, to be chosen. And I think that, and of course I have the knowledge of what we spoke about, which is something that not everybody, when this comes out, they'll all know. But these two women here don't exactly know your story and the struggles you went through to get to where you are. But coming from a family where your father is a very successful physician, holds an executive role at a local organization, which will not be named. And then knowing what you wanted to do and where your brain could have probably taken you, fighting that from what felt right for you in your path is very significant. And I am excited for you, for your show to come out, because I think you're going to impact far more people than you had even any idea than you probably could. And it goes back to what we argued about at the beginning of this segment, which at some point will probably be put on a little clip or something, about how you identified yourself professionally.
Yeah.
You are hospital administration. You are the reason things get done. Your relational abilities and skills are valuable because they're not easily come by, regardless of what letters of the alphabet are behind somebody's name. They don't necessarily have the ability you have.
I appreciate that. I think it's underplayed a lot. To me, it's something that comes easy. I enjoy it. I love it. It's, growing up, I was, from very, very young, I was introverted, believe it or not. Really? I was introverted. I would not call to order a pizza.
Really?
Do it.
I would order 4. By the way,
my sister would yell at me all the time because we were, it was time to order pizza and I wouldn't do it. So somehow something clicked, something changed. I don't know. Maybe I drank some super juice or something. I don't know. But it clicked.
Juice. Sorry.
And I became an extrovert. And then I was the kid that would never shut up.
I love it.
And then I talked too much. So
is that what you were told?
Oh yeah. All the time. You talk too much. But there's that phrase.
Too much.
Yeah. Too much.
You're catching yourself.
I actually got fired from a job because I talked to the patient. My very first it wasn't a hospital, it was a urgent care, pediatric urgent care. They wanted me out of there because I talked to the patients too much.
Yeah.
I
that's
talked
crazy.
to the patients too much.
Too much.
You're
Too
too
much.
friendly.
Too
How
much.
dare you?
Yeah, how dare you?
So,
dare you be
God
friendly?
forbid a girl just want to make someone feel loved,
Right?
right? That's
Well,
what the young kids say now these days.
and
I think.
here's the funny part. I was 18 years old, cross-trained for unit coordinator and patient care tech, 18 years old. And I knew then that these people bringing their kids in after hours, late, they're in crisis mode. They're in like, what's going on? And even at that young age, I knew they needed connection. And so I connected. And yes, that meant talking a lot. I mean, we talked.
Connection
We talked
is
about
as medicinal as
we talked about things other than the reasons why they were there, and they were
Absolutely.
laughing, and they, so there's definitely been huge shifts in my entire existence, and I'm finally excited to lean in that I'm not too much of anything.
Indeed, you are not. And I dare I say, except for myself, because I'm still working on that part, none of you are too much of anything. I am still working on deciding if I'm too much of some things, but it's okay.
No.
I do want to pause this because we have a whole nother episode to do. And I really was excited. It's come of no surprise that I used ChatGPT to help me figure out like how episodes should run or whatever. And it gave me this great idea.
Future.
It is honestly get on the train or sit back. I don't care.
Get left behind.
Literally get left behind. They said I refer to my robot, and I'm very nice, by the way, because I do.
You ask him, please?
Huh?
Do you ask it, please? Like, please do this for me?
Very mannerly.
So do I.
But I'm also,
and I laugh.
But I also cuss at it too. Like when I'm like, what is wrong with you today? And he's like, Jennifer, I'm so sorry. I'm like, okay, fine.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
Does yours have a name?
I haven't yet asked him what his name is, but I do think it's a him. Anyway.
He'll be dating by next week.
No,
I'm kidding. It's obviously a joke.
It's so funny. And she can say that because she knows.
Because I do the same thing.
You can say what you want, but it's fine. I deserve that. I earned it. It's fine. We're going to move on from that. Anyway, it did give me an idea of like a truth bomb section right before we ended. And we have just a little bit of time. So so this is the truth bomb. I wish I had I wish I had a button to like play a noise. Right. Like that. I'm going to get one for season 2. So we're going cleanse your minds of what we've talked about. We're doing truth bomb segment. So I'm going to ask a question and I'm going to point to the person I want to answer first. And it is a simple answer. I don't need dissertations. I don't need life stories. I just want to answer and we're going to move along and we're going to do that. Okay. Fun. Sounds fun.
Okay.
Great.
Like
fantastic.
We're in.
You ready? Okay.
Oh, no, but
One can't prepare for. Okay. Ready. All right. One thing you will never apologize for again. Crystal.
Nope. Not ready. Nope. Not ready. I'm not ready. Somebody else. What do you mean one thing? What are you talking about? Okay. What does that mean? That's too complicated.
One thing you'll never apologize for again. All right, Rose.
I will not apologize for wanting to be at the table.
I love that.
I love that.
I love
okay,
that so much.
I want that answer.
No, you passed your turn. Go ahead.
Talking too much.
I figured the phrase too much was going to come out at least once.
Talking
I'm making
too
sure
much.
my rules aren't changed.
No,
Sorry.
you're
no, according to Daniel, I do. Just kidding. Okay, Crystal. One thing you'll never apologize for again.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, I'll tell you.
It's too complicated.
Never apologize again for trying to make people better.
Do I apologize for that? I don't think I've ever apologized for it. That's what
you've ruined
like,
this entire segment. I'm moving on. No, I'm moving on. All right, next question.
Okay. I'm not allowed on here. Like
you are. You are welcome to. You're welcome to. Honestly, she's so true for that because she doesn't apologize for shit. She's absolutely right.
That's why she wasn't ready.
She doesn't apologize for anything.
How can she be ready?
Exactly. Okay. One lie women were raised to believe, Rose.
That were too much.
Can't use it. Sorry.
No, that they can't fulfill every single dream that they've ever dreamed.
I love it.
Wait, redo that? What was that question?
You're horrible at this
because I just heard her. And
one
like,
lie
that's a good one
women were raised to believe. So she said that we're too much, that we cannot fulfill every dream we've ever had.
Women were raised to believe.
Yeah.
Just being less, I guess, seen as less in society.
Absolutely. I
in
loved,
general.
we can go back on what you said before, that we didn't belong at the table, that we belonged to be seen and not heard,
Right.
that we were
That
there
part.
as a supportive role,
Yes. That part.
which I will never let you say in my presence again, just so you know. Okay, moving past that. One boundary that changed your life. This one is a little bit more difficult. Marissa, start.
The boundary that I have that changed my life is not, I get to choose who takes my energy.
Yeah. Ooh, I like that
Who
one. That's mine.
do I give
Say
my
yours.
energy
Not
to
yours.
is up
It's
to
the only
me.
answer.
That is my boundary. It saved my life.
Setting boundaries. Oh, that
And we are
It's okay.
blessed.
We're good. We're so good. We're
Still
good.
blessed.
We are still blessed.
We are still blessed.
We are blessed. And honestly, that table's too close to me. That's fine. It's my fault. Not yours. So, a boundary that changed your life.
Yeah, I like that.
But I can also tell you another one, because clearly truth bombs are a little difficult. Hopefully we get better by episode 10. Bare minimum.
Bare minimum. Oh my God. Yeah. What am I doing? Yeah, that's mine. Yeah.
Bare minimum.
Bare minimum. That
Yes.
instead of when somebody does something for you, like in dating, we'll just go for that because it's so easy for me to reference that. In dating, if somebody does something for you that you think that you want to go off the chain, like relationships, just a man opening a door. It is what is supposed to be done. That is bare minimum. But for some reason, we keep slacking in having those expectations as women. Women are responsible, not men. It is women that sit there and they have lowered their expectations of men so much in dating that when a man opens your car door, you're like, oh my God, he opened my car door. No, that's what he should have been doing this
For
whole time.
why? To be chosen.
It's bare minimum.
To be chosen.
And, I have to elaborate on this. This is not just for your relationship, your intimate
Yeah,
relationships,
thank
but this goes with friends too. So,
For sure.
Friends too.
no longer bare minimum. I'm with you on that one.
Bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
Yeah.
All right.
We know that.
Only because it's rapid fire. Rose, your turn. What boundary changed your life?
That no means no. It's a full sentence.
No is a full sentence. Yeah, I like that.
No is a full
sentence. I don't have to explain myself.
Yeah.
And even in this particular answer, you do not. I think that statement alone carried every single thing that we needed to hear. I love that. Okay. We are still blessed. We are still blessed. Also, I am going to go ahead. We're going to pause here because we have a whole nother episode that is just dying to unfold. And the longer I take to do an official outro means that we're going to break the chemistry we already have going here. And that ain't happening. So stay tuned. If you thought that episode 1 of the season finale was great, season 2 is going to knock your socks off. So for all of you out there, all of my light, all of my love, this is the call light. Yay!